We have a multi-billion-dollar buyout to tell you about, plus OpenAI's Sora joins Meta in pushing AI-generated videos. To tell us more, Ritesh Kotak, cybersecurity and tech analyst, now joins us from Toronto. Hi there, Ritesh.
Hello.
Let's start with the $55 billion deal for Electronic Arts. Why would Saudi Arabia be interested in EA, and what does this mean for the gaming industry?
So I think Saudi Arabia is really looking to expand their investments. And this is one of those steps that they've been taking. They've been looking at sport and entertainment. And now it comes to video games. And what many people may not realize is just how big the video game industry is. And it's growing. There's EA championship competitions that draws more viewers than the Super Bowl. This is big money, and clearly something that Saudi Arabia wants to diversify their investments, and one thing that they're looking at, and they're buying EA games.
Okay, let's move on. OpenAI's Sora is joining Meta in pushing AI-generated videos. What do you make of this?
So I'm torn on this one. I think on the one hand, I think AI-generated videos do have a lot of promise. The problem is if it gets weaponized against a individual. We have seen deep fakes and this technology being used for essentially evil. And I think that one of the things when it comes to OpenAI's model on this is they're clearly leading the way, but all it takes is an image, and you're able to take an image or some prompts, so some text, and turn that image into an actual video, add text to it. So when you start doing that, you start creating content. Now with this new app, you're literally going to be able to share that content. I've seen videos already on my feed of AI generated videos that you cannot decipher fact from fiction. And I think it's just going to make the problem worse. So there's a lot of good that comes from AI, but unfortunately it's being used for evil. And this is one component that we're going to have to watch very closely, especially because there's a lack of regulation around it.
Okay, finally, Hollywood is fuming over a new AI actress. What's your take on this?
So there's the pros and the cons, and just like the previous story, I think that this is something that you got to look at it from both angles. On the pro side, there's this comment around the fact that you can now control certain type of content. It will also make production much more cost effective, and it opens up this whole world of independent movie makers being able to create content and Hollywood like films. But on the flip side is, what about the ethics of it? The fact that there is still an art form here, and one of the big issues, and this was one of the topics of the Hollywood strike was, wait a second, you're going to start using technology and replacing people. It's going to completely get rid of a very important art form that's really important to the cultural fabric that makes up society. So on the one hand, you have this control and cost efficiency, and on the other hand, you have the ethical human element and the toll that this is going to take on an industry. I guess it's up to the individual on which side of the fence they sit on.
All right, Ritesh, thanks so much for being with us, and of course your insights.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ritesh Kotak was our guest on this Thursday, and to see more of our Tech Talk series, head to our website, ctvnewsnorthernontario.ca.